name is Shay, and today we are going over the 5 most common mistakes made when brow artists use soft wax. If you don't know, soft wax can also be called strip wax, and it is a product that is applied on the skin either around the brow area or the face area, or can even be used as a body wax. But for today's video, I'm specifically talking about the eyebrows. And soft wax is a product that is applied in a very thin layer that stays soft. You then need to use a strip wax to remove the product, followed by a post-wax oil to remove any of that residue. So this video is targeted towards brow artists who are quite confident in waxing. However, they are wanting to refine their soft wax skills, or they've used it in the past and they just found it wasn't working for them 100%. A lot of the times it's because you just need to tweak how you're applying it or removing it. Then you'll find that you get a great result. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Cleansing the skin is of course important, but a crucial part if your client has oily skin, because the oils can create a barrier. So ensure you go in with an oil-free foam cleanse and make sure that there is no product left on the skin and the client's skin is left completely dry. Next is not choosing the correct applicator. And for soft wax, it must be a rounded sculpting stick. This will allow you to pick up the just right amount of product, and it has a flat side, which is where I recommend you to pick up your product and make sure it is only a pea size. This stick helps you control the product, how much you pick up, and how you apply it. Speaking of wax pickup, this is something I feel so strongly about. This hurts me right now. What you're seeing on the screen is so wrong in my opinion, and you are asking for trouble if you pick up this much wax. You can see I have soft wax covering this stick, and when I apply it, it looks like a giant puddle of wax sitting on the client's skin. If you applied it like this, you are going to have issues not only with potential skin lifting, but when you go to remove it with the wax strip, wax is going to go flying, and that can go into the hair, the eyebrow, or even the eyelashes. There is just so much wax sitting on my client's skin, and I'm lucky that I even have the space between her eyebrow and her hairline, because if I didn't, this wax would just be a complete mess. Let me show you what you need to be picking up. There is a drastic difference here. I picked up a very small pea size, rolled my stick onto the client's skin so I could dump that product. Now I'm going through with my first pass, and I'm pushing this product through the skin very gently, quite slowly, but you can see that it is a paper thin layer. I cannot stress this enough when using soft wax. I feel very passionate about it. That's why you're hearing it in my voice, but this is quite literally the key to using soft wax. You must be able to see into the client's skin through the wax. If not, that is what you would get for with the puddled, and like I said, a nightmare to remove, and you are opening up a whole can of worms with issues if you apply it like that. Here is a little quick screenshot of, again, wax pickup mistakes. We want a small pea size, no extra large in this joint. And you also must need a paper thin layer, no puddles of wax around here when using strip wax. Number 4, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I have a very strong opinion about this, so listen up. I do not believe your strip should ever cover the brow hairs when you're using strip wax, okay? Like you're seeing right here. I always want to see the hairs that I'm removing around. If you cover the brow while removing the product, you may have product bleed into that outline that you don't know about, and you're rubbing away and that wax is pushing into the brow. You go to remove it and you take away hairs that you didn't want to remove. So how you can get around this is only placing it on the outside of your outline. Mistake number 5 is not leaving enough space to blend the product out. Now, for visual purposes, I'm going to come in with a quick little line. It's not going to be cute, it's going to be a bit messy, but you're going to understand what I'm meaning. So when you do your first pass, and that is where you apply the product first and do your first application, this little line here, I have left 2-3 mils. I'm actually really terrible with my mils, but I've left a gap, okay? The more beginner you are in this stage, the more gap you would leave. But be careful again of that eyelid space, especially our client here, she has a little bit of eczema on her brow. So you have to keep a really, really small amount in that first application line whilst leaving a gap. And then on your second outline pass, you can then start blending that product up closer. But you can see here, at least now that we've dumped that product, I can come in and have a really precise application because I left myself space to push that product closer. If we had gone in so close to that outline on that first pass, it would be a mess. You would have so much product that you're trying to pull away, but also you can't pull too far away because you're on the eyelid. I hope this all made sense and you learned some new tips and tricks that you can take away from this video. And if you were doing any of those mistakes, don't worry, I made them too. And once you can just start making adjustments, you will find that your work starts to come together so beautifully. But always, practice does make perfect. So give it a go. I feel like I could make 2, 3, 4 parts of this series. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below and we can start filming a part 2. Ciao for now.